Hello mouses! Well, today in the papers we have this interesting claim that the father of baby P was libelled by the People newspaper, and as a result he is now taking them to court. So with this case going through the court, we can't actually speak an awful lot about the case due to the fact that that would be contempt of court, but we can speak about what libel law is. So let's do that. So what is libel law? Well, in essence, it's a form of defamation. There are two forms of defamation, libel and slander. Libel is when a person is defamed in print. So a newspaper, a website, you text someone, anything like that. That's libel. Slander, however, is when you just say it. So if I were to say something defamatory now on this video, it would be slander. If I was to shout it in the street, it would be slander. If I was to type it onto a comment bar and stick it onto the bottom of my video, just like the text that's going across there now, that would be libel rather than slander. So the different types of defamation can happen in the same medium, but the form that it takes determines whether it's libel or slander. The rules are effectively the same, and the rules are fairly simple. It's basically, if your character has been harmed in some way by the defamation, then you can sue for defamation, you can sue for damages. And that will go to a jury to decide how much damage you get. And it all depends on how much they think you've been damaged. For example, if I were to say X slept with Y and as a result X is a slut, well, that would be slander. And depending on whether X was the type of person who wouldn't usually sleep around, and therefore the rumour that they've been sleeping around would really damage them. Say, for example, they were the Archbishop and they've been sleeping around, then that's going to harm them quite a bit. Their reputation will be fairly damaged. They will get problems with the newspapers because they'd be hounded. Their social standing will be damaged and all sorts. So they get a fairly large settlement. Whereas someone who is always in singles bars trying to pick people up and sleeps with them a lot, if I were to say they had slept with Y, then their reputation is not going to be damaged quite as much. And as a result, any damages that they got awarded would be significantly smaller. And that's pretty much the extent of it. What's the defences for libel? Well, they're fairly simple. If you can prove that what you said is true, you have a good defence. If you can't, you're screwed. That's it. The only reliable defence in a defamation case, be it libel or slander, is to prove that what you said was true. And if you can't, you really shouldn't be saying it. So let's get back to the case. What's actually happened is the People newspaper has said, yes, we got it wrong, we're very sorry, and we've offered to pay damages. So basically the father of baby P just has to go into the court and say, look, they've admitted that they were wrong, I'd like some damages please. And then show how much his life has been affected by this. And it's fairly extensive. So good luck to him. And with regards to the newspaper, well, perhaps you should have done your research before printing. Anyway, that's all from me today. I've been Kirk-Robinson, you've been watching a video, and I'll see you tomorrow.